I could not do that.
Yeah.
It would just hurt my soul.
The only time was,
hold on.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
No, we can't talk about this on a podcast.
I've definitely done it before. Welcome everybody to the FLEXCAST.
We're back.
This is FLEXCAST number 11.
Steve's about to flex on you.
And Steve was just telling us a story. Steve, can you pull up your phone real quick? So tell us a story about this. Go ahead. Start talking. Tell us a story.
Funny.
I'm gonna show the viewers.
It was funny though, because I just wanted to see it. I wanted to see it.
How much is that?
That was my third check from YouTube.
What not to do?
That was back in 2014. I think it was stupid because when I show up to I had to call the bank, wait for the bank, and they had to send me to 2 Chase private account or whatever. So, but I wanted to do it and then redeposit it back.
See, I thought about that.
That's when they bring you to the back.
Did you though?
I did.
You redeposited it?
I deposited the whole thing.
So if you guys don't know what's going on, before we were talking, Steve we were regaling each other with stories of our youth,
wasting money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much did you pull out then?
I think because I had to do it every couple weeks until I had like that much. That was nothing but hundreds.
How much was that? How much was that?
That was $250,000.
What?
In cash.
So we were talking about, how much of a bag we've spent in one night before. By the way, never a good idea.
No,
never.
No.
But Steve was like, "Oh, I'll show you. I did this once."
I didn't spend the whole thing. So
how much did you spend?
I spent probably like 10, 15K.
Okay. So and the story I was telling earlier is about the same.
I feel like that's fair. As crazy as I was going.
I actually agree. Given my income and things like that, like it was acceptable for me to do that. I don't think it's a great idea for anybody, but look, hey, if you got it like that, then
no, I felt good too because I actually donate that year.
Well, it's all donations to working.
No, not just that, not just that, but I have my donation.
Yeah. Harris is like, I'm not saying anything.
I plead the fifth.
Harrison has no stories.
I'm a happily married man.
I mean, this is before we were.
I've got boys' night stories.
This is all way before that stuff.
And talking about that, we still haven't went to Vegas. We were talking about that for the longest.
Fuck, there was coronavirus. Remember?
I know.
Went to Florida. I got coronavirus, and we're not going to Vegas right after that.
Oh, God.
I never have pulled out more than cash. Like I've written checks, but I've not pulled out more than like $5,000 cash. And so in 2018. When I finally started making good money on YouTube, I was paying off my student loans, which was $30,000, and I was like, I would just like to take this out cash to see, just hold it in my hands and feel like what it's like before this $30,000 goes away. And I didn't do it because I was like, I'm gonna get this out, I'm gonna go home, somebody's gonna pull up on me, take this fucking money, and then there goes my student loan money. And
that's true.
Yeah,
but I've heard stories of people like, oh, I'm just gonna put this in a briefcase and I'm gonna take it over there, and they park somewhere and they get robbed and
somebody close to me. He took money out of a safe deposit box over $30,000, and he went, and on the way home he was like, oh, I need some office supplies, whatever. Stops at Office Max, comes back, car door's unlocked, backpack with the money's gone. Thinks it was an inside job because the person came up, used a device to unlock the car, take the backpack, and knew it was there. $35,000 in. They're a family friend of my dad's, and they called my dad crying, like, what do I do?
But this is why when you do something like that, you take precaution. Like you
don't go get a folder.
You don't go get office supplies in between taking it somewhere. You go into a different vehicle. You get driven.
But I think you have a hard time depositing that back now. No? Because it's cash. Because I like most.
You have a hard time taking it out. You have to honestly, all you have to do is just tell them ahead of time, and they'll make sure they have the cash available for you.
No, because so whenever I have to do that, if I have to do anything with cash, so I will go to this bank. I'm like, how much can you give me? It will be like 20.
Yeah, but
25.
depositing it is never a problem.
They'll take your money.
For me. They would question like, hey, where did you get this money from?
I can see that.
Where did you it will be like
why?
that. Yeah, there's banks that don't allow you to deposit cash.
That's fucked up. They should never ever question.
Yeah. Until they pull my account. It's like whenever I walk in the bank, it's funny.
That just sounds like racism, actually. Because they're like, "Are you even an account holder?" And that,
Yeah, I see it all the time.
That sounds like mostly racism.
Different banks, but the banker don't start smiling at me until they pull my account. And like,
Lil Wayne's got
Lil Wayne always.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Bank teller flirting after checking my account.
Yeah.
Iconic line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had
that's always
before
happened.
on me, which is funny.
Me too.
Yeah. That's just
there was a Persian bank teller because she sees my name. She's like, oh, she starts talking Persian to me.
She's like, whoa.
Yeah. And no, she did that when she saw my name, and then she saw the account balance. She's like, oh. I was like, is this really what they do as bank tellers? Like,
no, that's what they like. Yesterday, I had to pay the so I had my gutters clean, and also, I mean, you guys already know my house got hit by lightning or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And
in case y'all didn't know, his house got hit by lightning, fried his internet connection,
everything,
all of his stuff, his computers.
Everything.
Fortunately, Steve has backups of everything except for the modem. You didn't have that.
No, that's why I had to wait.
You had to get another modem. But
yeah.
So you got hit by lightning. I mean, your house did.
So now I had
because
to
Ricardo
pay the
actually got hit by
electrician.
lightning, by the way.
He did?
Yeah, we were talking about lightning today, and he was like, yeah, I've been hit by lightning. I was like, and he's like, no, really. I was
I
like,
thought he told us
what?
that before. I remember.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got hit by lightning.
I didn't believe that until like it happened though. This is crazy. Like it's
so your house did, not you.
Yeah,
fortunately.
Thank God. I would not.
So
be
what was
here right
happening?
now.
So you had to pull out money for that stuff, or what?
Oh no, I had to pay the electrician, so they did the job.
Why did you pay him in cash?
I paid because I didn't want to wait. So now I'm gonna have to
hand him a
wait
check?
for the insurance.
Why don't you write a check?
No, I did, but I had to move money. Like it's long story.
Okay.
But I had to go to the bank, so that's why I was like, that's.
Oh, you're moving it to your checking. I got you.
But it's
for me, it's dangerous because I have a lot of liquid in my checking account. Actually, we did a video and Nick was there, and what was it when we were buying the shoes?
Yep.
Yeah. And I was gonna Venmo. I'd pay for the. You were there too. We were at Heat when we were at Heat.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And you bought some shoes and stuff, and Nick was just filming me Venmoing him, right? And so it pulls up my checking account balance, and I was like, oh, you probably shouldn't show that.
Yeah, I was on the camera. I was recording. I was trying to show that, or I think it was Nick was trying to show that he was actually sending, or he's sending the money to the store to pay for it.
Exactly.
And the balance was underneath.
And the balance there, I was like, you probably shouldn't show that because I'd have to explain it because it seems sketchy. But honestly, the reason is that I like to keep a financially stupid amount of money in my checking account because I love being liquid. Because
no lie,
who knows?
It's a Taurus thing. I'm telling you, it's a Taurus thing.
Well, like for example, here's a good example. It's like you never know when someone's like, "Hey, I have an Aventador that I need 200 grand tomorrow. Will you pay me 200 grand? That it's worth 280." No, I absolutely will. You know what? Let's go to the bank right now, or I'll write you a check for it right now. And so I like being able to do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I think it might be a Taurus thing because I don't feel okay.
This is your made up stuff again.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, yo.
Zodiac shit.
Sophie would agree.
By the way, guys,
really, she's into that
don't
shit?
believe in zodiac.
Oh yeah, she's into this number thing.
No one
believes
that. Numerology.
Oh my god.
Where you're like,
Cece's
she's like,
into
Harry, you're such a 5, or like, I'm such a one-wing 4.
Wait, what is that? No, I've never heard of that.
So there's numbers that describe the type of person that you are, and it gives like subsections, and it describes how you interact with other people with different numbers. It smells good, but
it's going right in your
smoke
face.
in my mouth. It interacts with our different numbers and all that stuff. It's like the Gemini, Taurus. That's one step. The numbers is the next, and girls are into that. Like Sophie, her sister. I'm like,
oh no, I don't know
I'm
about
like,
that.
I don't care what number I am. I'm me. Like I don't care what if I'm a 5 or 6.
What
What does it matter?
change?
Like,
yeah.
So
what? I've never heard of that. Does it have a name?
It probably does. It's an Enneagram test.
Oh, okay. No,
I think it's the Enneagram. That's what it is. And so like,
but Enneagram is a thing that's not okay. Well,
maybe I might be wrong. Whatever, that name just came to my mind, something like that. But no, I think it's Enneagram. But
maybe
whatever it is,
it just took that.
I do see something. She's like, some people are 5, like the way that how you react to things and how like you are with how you work and stress, whatever. It lines up, but each one is so broad that anybody can fall into it, and it's the same with like the Gemini stuff. It's like,
no, that's why I also don't believe it too. That's
because it's bullshit.
It's so general.
Because it's made up. It's like 800,000 people are exactly the same way. Are you fucking kidding me?
I used to be like that until I've seen it, and I've seen it with you too. Your interaction with other people, I'm like, wait, this is how I do it too. Like, what the?
Well, but Steve, that isn't evidence that
not just
Zodiac works. It's that you and I are
that.
similar. We have similar thought processes.
I wish
that's what that means.
I wish somebody help me. Somebody in the comment section, please.
Steve is like, I won't clap back at you if you comment.
Out yourself as being someone who doesn't believe in science. Yes, go ahead. Comment and say, I
believe in science too
because
I build things.
Yeah, but that's not science.
I mean,
So you're saying you
my
believe in
God.
Scientology, Hoss?
No. Science and Scientology are very, very different, people.
Let's not get into
Oh.
it.
That's
my
why they
God.
call it Scientology, to make you feel like there's some sort of science behind it, but it's not. Have you ever read that shit?
I've listened to podcasts with people who have
Couple
been
of times.
in the school of Scientology.
It's so
and-
ridiculous. And by the way, only to get to higher levels, you have to pay more.
Oh my God.
Yeah, really.
Uh,
It's like the measure of these particles that in your body, and it's made up shit. It's crazy. You know what L. Ron Hubbard was, besides going to one of my alma maters, George Washington, and I think I a couple weeks ago told you about my favorite quote of his, which is the best way to make money is start a religion.
Okay.
Yeah,
we got
but
it.
Yeah.
but before he started a religion and wanted to make money, he was a science fiction writer. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? Sorry, if you're I'm not sorry. If you're a Scientologist, the fuck? What's wrong with you?
Scientology is on a whole different level than believing in a religion and a god. But we're
Well,
not here to get into
debatable.
religion
I
and
know.
politics.
Debatable.
So the next president.
I mean, I'm fine. Let's talk about that.
The next president.
We're gonna get
Canceled.
Yeah.
censored.
But yeah, Hoss, you're a Taurus, and I picked up.
How does that have to do with how much money I keep in my checking account?
Because it's the same
'Cause
way.
I keep money
You
in my
probably
checking
don't.
account.
You do too. It's proof.
I'm Gemini.
No,
oh God.
do you have
no,
money in your
but there's
checking
a
account?
comfort. There's a comfort level. Like
See, I keep
versus,
a minimum in my checking, and
No,
but
it
I've
has
got.
to
All right,
be
how much do you
large.
keep in your checking account right now?
I keep my bills amount in there.
No, not even.
See, that
it
would
have
make
to
me,
be.
that would
it
bother
have
me.
to be like
10 times.
5 times.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Because we think similarly, not because we're both Tauruses, Steve.
But it depends on the month. Because it depends if I'm making a large purchase. If I'm making a large purchase, I know I'm anticipating making a large purchase.
have
Then
credit
you
card
put
for that.
extra. Then you put extra for that large purchase.
Yes.
Like.
But then I've got like a money market account that I keep.
So right now, what's
ton of
your
money in.
checking account right now?
Probably like 15 grand.
What's in your checking account right now?
What? No, it got to be over 100.
Yeah. I got.
But
probably,
see, I-
probably
Gotta
about,
be.
Probably about. I mean, honestly, probably about 200 right now.
Okay.
Just because I'm, because we talked about this last.
I kind of
podcast.
got mad at Chase yesterday because I was trying to make a transaction when I went to Micro Center, and they stopped me. It was only 6,000.
And I hate that. That bothers me.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
really, so I left the bank because I was like, how dare you? Because I was trying to move my
This is
own
why I got
fucking
mad
money.
yesterday.
I was
This
like,
is why I got mad.
don't you
I
dare
got
tell me how
mad.
to spend my money, what to do with it. You and they put a hold on it.
Yeah.
I was like,
They won't let
my,
you touch
You
it.
put a hold
Yeah.
on my fucking money. Fuck you. So I left the bank. And then the
Yeah.
new bank put a hold on the transfer. They were like, you're sketchy as fuck. And I was like, all right, I will be okay with this for the one time, but don't ever. And they said,
No,
we
I
took
got
off all
mad at
holds.
Chase. I got mad at Chase yesterday because it was like, oh, you need to start a business account with us. You won't have all this and that. But I'm like, wait, I already have a business account elsewhere. I just have this money saved here in case I need it.
Yeah.
But it was like, okay, you need
never-
what?
SunTrust has never given me one problem transferring any amount of money.
No, I
$150,000, not one
SunTrust
second.
is good when it comes
Bank
to
of
that.
America and Chase, I've had problems with.
Yeah,
And
Chase
I
was a
left
headache.
them.
I guess that's foreign to me because I have 3 separate.
Maybe because you don't
accounts
move
at
200
SunTrust.
grand.
No, I'm saying I moved like $150,000.
Okay.
And it instantly transfers, no problems.
So I had a friend who's like, I didn't have a problem, but I was
200
like,
bucks?
Yeah, he's like, I moved like $1,000. And I was like, yeah, it's not,
we're not thinking of the
same
thing.
life. You know? It's like not the same thing. But I wasn't like trying to flex, but I meant like I was trying to buy a car at the time, and I was like, I'm sorry,
When
but-
I bought my house, I had to move over.
Yeah.
And the money was available. That's the one thing too. When I transfer, it's available instantly too. So that's why I don't keep that much because like I keep that amount in there. It subtracts when I get paid. I put some more in there, and then if I need to make a big purchase, I can instantly transfer it right on the spot, and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if
Well,
I was gonna
these
have
days there's-
holds, then I
so
would probably
I will
have
say it's
150
much better this way, and then also most of the time I can just do a wire if really need be.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
It really,
I don't like
they
doing
charge
those
like
with wires.
$25.
It's $30. Yeah, 25, 30, 40 bucks.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go through the trouble of.
No, but I had to. So, the stock market has been crazy. So I was like, you know what? Let me get.
The winds keep changing.
It happened
So-
last podcast too.
Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
this last spot. This is much more smoky this time.
The stock market is shit right now.
Oh no, it's crazy. It's crazy. But
How much time
Tesla.
How much time are you spending on the stock market in your portfolio? every day now?
I got off now.
Oh, you did?
I got off. So
I got
what I
back
did,
into
I
it.
You did, didn't you?
removed
I told you.
all my
I
money
told you it was gonna happen.
yesterday. But
It's because we're Tauruses.
they were
You're right.
They wouldn't let me move it back to SunTrust because SunTrust was not the bank that I originally sent it from. So I had to send it back to my Chase. But Chase was giving me an issue because they never seen that much money in my account. So it was like back
okay.
and forth.
So if you're like, yeah, I kind of understand that, but if it's your own name on the other account, then it's like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, but they were just like, okay, can you explain how did you get this money? I'm like, you see, it's coming from TD Ameritrade.
Well, I also would be like, no,
Doesn't matter.
I will not. I
Like, it's
refuse
crazy.
to. I did a refi 10 years ago, and if you guys don't know, a refinance on a loan that you have, a mortgage, and I was refinancing to get a lower rate, right? And so I was doing a refi, and in normal process, they want your bank statement, stuff like that, and I was like, no. And they're like, well, what do you mean? I was like, no, I'm not going to give you my bank statement. I was like, I will give you what it shows, the balances, and you can, do all that stuff.
But not all the transactions.
I'm not going to give you the transaction history. Like, well, we need 90 days. And I was like, then you don't need my business. And they were like, well, I'm not sure
Yeah, they
kid.
were threatening to close it.
Yeah, and I was like, fine, I'll take my shit elsewhere.
Yeah, that's what they were trying yesterday.
Yeah, but they eventually said, okay, fine. But they're like, I don't have to. Yes, I realize you guys want to because it gives you a little bit a better feeling. But given my income, given my other accounts with you guys, you have no reason you need to see any of that. Because normally, by the way, am I against it in general? No, because it makes sense. If you're trying to buy something big, it's actually helping you out. Like, am I making enough money? Do I spend too much money? Am I going to be able to pay my loan back? Makes perfect sense. But if I have more in the fucking savings account than the entire loan, go fuck yourself. Sorry, I'm a little.
I know. I was just like,
You were so much Steve in the comments. That's how Steve feels.
Get your ass beat. Bank of America. No.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Look how big those. Sorry, I'm gonna have to.
Headphone users were sorry.
My bad, guys. I get a little excited.
Harrison was looking at me like, oh shit, oh shit.
I mean, it's something that really, really bothers me. Like you, because
I've seen
we're like
heated a couple times, and
you have no.
Yeah. When I was driving to Rolls, and we had some interactions with some.
Oh
kids.
my God! Yeah.
What about
Steve?
Yeah.
Not
No,
me.
you.
Me? No, Steve. Steve.
No, we had to. I don't want to bring it up.
When Steve was
But that's one thing. But that is fucking one thing. Steve on the fucking horn for 25 minutes.
I've never heard a horn. I mean, I guess it's a New York thing, but I've never heard a horn being honked that long. I was like, is my horn gonna fail?
No, that was the way they did it. That was annoying. You never see like a free highway, guys. It was
an open
clear.
highway.
It was an open highway.
An 18-wheeler and an SUV going
driving
the speed
together.
limit, even maybe even a little bit less than the speed limit. Sitting there, all right, a mile goes by, they're not getting over. 2 miles go by, Steve's like, fuck this. And we're like, okay.
For a good minute. Like, you think a minute doesn't seem long. Get in your car tonight and fucking sit on the horn for a minute.
No, it was longer than a minute.
It was like it might have been two but
minutes.
it was
because they didn't move.
After a minute, I was like, I'm very uncomfortable. And I would get embarrassed, but I was like, this has never happened. I don't know what's happening right now. But this was when we were coming back from Florida.
From getting
and then
COVID.
we pulled up the highway, and we had a bad interaction.
That wasn't me being heated.
It wasn't that bad, but a little heated. Not like screaming like that.
Wait, from where? Oh, when you guys
when
were
we
water
were
bottle
both
kids.
prepared. That's what he's talking about.
Oh.
And I'm in the middle.
Yeah,
Harrison hand it over. And I'm like, fucking. But the reason
hand me my gat. he was
basically we won't use specific words so we don't get flagged. But we had an interaction where it was not going to go well. There was people were reaching places that we didn't want to reach.
It was a potentially threatening situation.
Yeah. And I had the gat. I was in the gat seat. But I wasn't prepared.
You were in the driver's seat.
I wasn't prepared in this situation because
everything just elevates so
But
fast.
I wasn't prepared because the severity got big because how of the age of the individual.
Yeah.
To me, that is where I was like, well, I don't know if it was
anything could happen.
If it was somebody who was if it was a 30-year-old guy coming up and okay, I understand. I had never had an interaction with somebody that young, and I was like,
"Oh, is that fast?
I don't know if this,
don't know.
I don't want this to go, this way." And
yeah, we had time on that one too.
Mm-hmm.
But we're sitting
I
ducks.
also said that to but I also knew Steve, had us covered too. So I was like, Steve, you ready?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
So
yes, and guess who's in the middle of that kid and you two? Me.
So the main reason why I even go that hard now is because I had a situation at a gas station when I first moved to Georgia. So I had a friend coming from New York, picked him up, it was the time for him to leave. Like, it was like a couple of days later, I had to drop him off. But I almost ran out of gas by the airport. And I pull up to the gas station, just relax. I'm on my phone. All of a sudden, there was a car in front of me. I didn't pay attention to it, but there was a van behind me. They just blocked me in. They blocked me in after I was done with gas.
What car were you in?
The C43.
Okay, Mercedes.
White C43. And a little kid, 16, 17, just came at my face with a gun.
Ooh.
Yeah. While the other guy's getting out the van.
And by the way, at that point, the proper thing is to just give them what they need.
I didn't because I had tents. So I'm
what?
putting. I had tinted windows.
Oh,
so they
window
couldn't see who was.
Okay,
in the car.
okay, I got you. So you're not in your face, but like towards your face through the glass.
Yeah, knocking on the window while. As soon as I put down the window, I was willing to take the risk because I couldn't get out. I couldn't back up.
You were fucked either way.
Yeah, either way. And then there was another guy on the other side. There's some guys behind me. So I think my laser on my gun saved me. I don't know. But I think my laser on my gun saved me because he backed up that day.
And see, the argument there is that becomes escalation. Like if he saw that, then he
Those
fires.
situations are so hard.
It happened so fast.
Yeah.
It happened in less than a minute. It was more like, oh, okay. Because if he didn't give up, it would have been like, shoot.
Fired
Yeah.
sometime,
Yeah. And all I was thinking in my head is, okay, I got him, and I got a couple behind me.
How many shots you have to make? In a short amount of time.
How many bullets are in my magazine right now?
Yeah.
17 always.
And you and I have been we've been in those types of situations. I don't think Harrison has.
I have, but not with children, younger kids. I have not experienced it because to me it feels different when it's that scenario.
No, I mean I agree with you after the fact, but in the moment it doesn't matter. To me.
In the moment, all I was thinking about, he looked like my cousin. I was like, oh my god, dude!
And that
please
situation
don't do
got
this.
bad. So if you guys don't know, in Buckhead in Atlanta, there's been a thing going on. Kids are selling water bottles in the streets, which inherently is not a bad thing because kids, it's hot out, water bottles, it's great. But it becomes a problem when they start to get frustrated when you don't purchase one. So then they get mad at you.
And they go specifically to exotic cars. Yeah. And they start hitting things or kicking things or throwing things at you.
Throw the water bottles at the car. We've had a lot of friends who've had thrown water bottles. They hit your window, whatever. And they've actually
and they create traffic problems, like almost accidents because
they're running
into the road.
Yeah, but they kind of cut back, and I don't know if you know, they started writing tickets to the kids. And
well, the mayor was like, "We're going to have another opportunity for them to make money on the side and not be there."
It's tough because you want to support, and you want to buy a water bottle, but then you buy it from one guy, and the other kid comes around, and he's like, he's not going to give me that money. I need some too.
Well, I don't want to buy a
water
water
bottle. It's just a
bottle.
cycle. I know. I don't. And that's and they're doing it in
accosted.
COVID, which is the hard part because at first there's no masks and all that. So it's like that is the risk of like bringing somebody close to you, close quarters, and having them cough on you, whatever, and then all that. So it was a tough situation because we have friends that had gone through that where they had damage to their car because.
Oh, what about? I think one of you guys? Somebody got their wallet taken.
Oh, that was
one of my buddies. He was going to give them. I'm good. Going to give them $10. He was going to hand them $10. That's a lot to give to a kid. He didn't want to water bottle. He just wanted to give to the kids. The kid snatched his wallet out of his hand. He only had $10 more in the wallet. Oh my god! So they got the same amount, and they stole his wallet, and he had to go through all of that trouble, and he was going to give them money. So that's what sucks. It's like he was trying to give them money, and they took his wallet, which makes there's not more money. It's just a headache to try to get the new replacement license and all that. Yeah. So that problem got pretty rough because there were some shootings that happened because of it.
Yeah. But see, and I was aware of that, so I was going to be prepared. Depending on what happened. But I mean, we've seen in gas stations nearby where like your interaction that they didn't even ask. They just shot and took. Yeah. So, because
I was ready
now,
for it.
Yeah. People are getting desperate.
Yeah.
And like I have empathy for their plights, but there are ways that you can go about it without hurting other people, right? And I mean go about it like earning money. I don't mean being a criminal. But there are ways that I would support, their hustle, whatever it is.
It's crazy. That kind of I know it's like off topic right now, but
do we have a topic?
bring back a quick memory that happened to me. So I sent my brother to the store. I sent my brother to the store to change a $100 bill. We were young around that time, and I was like, just be careful. I probably was like 16, 17 or something like that.
We do the $100 bill.
Look, I've
16,
started
17, you had
working.
$100 at 16.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just asking him.
No, but we always get a gift. Your auntie gave you a
Oh, okay,
gift and
okay,
stuff like that.
Grandparents.
So I didn't feel like
Christmas.
going to the store.
I held on to my $100 bills. I didn't want to cash that shit.
And he went to the store, and then when he got back, he was like, "I just got robbed." I was like, "What happened? What you mean you just got robbed?" Somebody hold a knife into his bag and like search his pocket, grab everything. I mean, I ran outside. Like, man, that was our last $100 bill.
Damn.
By the way, oh my god. But yeah, that just brought back memories like this.
Like, I've been held hostage before. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a great story, so I'm not going to go into it. But you know, the experiences that we've had shape kind of how we respond to certain things, and you know, it's not like good or bad or an excuse. It's just like, you know, we've been in certain situations that you know, change how I think about certain things.
Oh, trust me, I've seen. That was a long time ago, but I was probably maybe like 9-10 years old. They used to send me back to where my mom and dad is from, which is Haiti or whatever, to go on vacation. I was there for a summer, and I was with my auntie. We was going to the bank. We were in the bank, and as a bank robbery just unfolded in front of us. And when I say in the island, it's so fast because they had their motorcycle outside just waiting.
Right.
It's so fast. It's like you hear 2 shot, papa, and they got the money. They did what they had to do. Rush out. Why you just scared?
Wow.
Yeah, it happens, which kind of helps shape, just like you say, shape the way I think now.
All right. Well, on that note, I think it's a good time for a break.
Steve's pee break.
I was going to say Harrison pee break.
Not my pee break. And we're back. So Harrison thinks that he's going to have a different car by Monday.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time this podcast comes, there's no reason
crazy.
for us not
so you
to.
got 2 cars before I got my car back? Damn.
He's going to.
So I had the R8 for a year, but yeah, the deal. I'm awaiting a text currently to the final number. We got the numbers finalized. We got everything. So I'm happy. I got most of my money back out of the R8, which is nice, and I'm excited because.
Or they gave you a good deal. That's
Yeah.
How long do you keep the R8?
I had over a year.
Yeah, that's a good.
For me, that's good. I had the GTR for 6 months.
I say it's a good long time.
For me, that's definitely. But it was in the shop for like 2 months.
I've kept a couple cars for a long time now. The Maserati, the Rapide, I've kept for over 2 years.
I had an M30, an Infinity M35X. I remember that was one of the cars that I bought brand new. Bought it for like $52,000 or something like that. Man, that car lasts me forever.
I think if I get out of a car with not losing, like my past couple cars, I have not gotten out losing more than $5-10 grand.
That's a huge win.
It is because the truck I lost $0. This I would lose probably like 10 to 15 if it weren't for 1, the tax credit, and 2, the wheels and exhaust that I'm getting back out of it and able to use.
Yeah.
And then I'm selling the splitter. So basically I'm still breaking even because. Essentially, maybe not, but 5 to 10,000 is not a bad loss.
But you drove a car for free for a year.
For a year,
That's not just breaking even. That is winning.
That's winning. Yeah,
Yeah, you definitely won on that one.
So I mean, there's here and there, but that's where I think about it. I'm like, you know, if this is gonna work out like this, you know, I'm happy, and I'm not one to force things. Like I'm waiting till Monday but I'm structuring the deal now and put a deposit down, saying that I want it. And
Lambos,
Lambros. Well, if it happens soon, then we'll be Lambros until Julian comes back to pick up his car.
No,
and then I'm gonna have to buy one.
Haas has been in this mode. Like he didn't do it, but it pushed him a little farther. Once I got the Range Rover, he started to. And now
I went to the dealership.
If I get a Lambo, then now
because I want to have fun too.
It's fun to buy a car.
Exactly, I love it. It's so much fun.
Crazy.
See, even he's like, man, I gotta get another car too.
I know. I just got the G. Just to think about it, like it felt like I had the G-Wagon for like years, but I just got it in October, November. Just last year. I'm just about to hit 1 year with the G-Wagon.
Oh, the G-Wagon. Okay, I was the GTR. Yeah.
Oh, no, the GTR.
So the G-Wagon was November.
Thanksgiving. 2018. Yeah. It's been 2 years with the GTR.
That's how Steve and I met. Driving by.
Yeah, I know. I was like, yo, who is this guy? Same rim, same everything. I was like, what
Except you had the updated body style.
Yeah.
When I had the GTR, the reason I got out of it so quick is just the inside felt so big to me because it's a big car, but it's fast as hell, but it just felt big.
It's the year.
I'm a little guy.
The year is so different.
You're a skinny guy.
Skinny guy.
You're a taller skinny guy.
Tall, skinny guy. I know. I got my mass gainer now, thanks to Haas. If you watched our last video,
You should only have like 5 days left of it.
I could not even touch that. I'm trying to be healthy, not fat as fuck off of that stuff.
How's our last video doing, by the way?
It's like 210,000, 212,000.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Solid.
So what's the threshold that a video is a win for you?
200 plus.
Okay.
So
and if it's less than 200, then how do you think of it? Like,
I just think that I need to figure out a better way to approach it next time. So once I hit like 400,000 subs, my goal was to hit every video 100,000, and the only video that
viewership basically.
The only video that didn't do it was a Puma brand deal where I won't take a dedicated video.
It's not as hype.
I won't take a dedicated video unless they make it worth it financially, and this one they did, and it was still a fun video because it was basically like me showing off 2 shoes that Puma's coming out with and how I would style them in a vlog daily. Still fun to me. Not a wasted content, not waste for people to watch. And that was the last video that didn't hit 100, but that now it's been almost 2 years now. So it's been 2 years since I've had a video that hasn't done under 100,000 views.
That's good.
And so given how many videos you put out per day, what do you expect?
50.
50K.
If it hit 50, that's enough because I always look at if it hit 50K,
you're good.
I already cleared $300, $400 or whatever it is. Because some videos usually hit like, I was looking at this video. It's at 3.4, almost 5 million soon.
But that's like after time. Though.
Yeah.
So how long to hit 200K? Like a week?
A few days.
A few days. Okay.
Yeah. My typical viewership is about like 150 in a day. That's normal. And then with a banger, I had my Dior video. That one did 550,000 in one day, which was incredible.
That's crazy.
Speaking of Eric,
it's almost like trending.
Did you see Eric's last video?
Yeah.
He hit trending. He hit trending before me.
He said it was his first
trending. He beat it. I have not hit
trending. Well,
trending.
because he's doing every collab with every.
How did my video not go trending at 550,000 a day? There's videos on trending with 180,000 views in a day, and I'm just that's all I wanted.
If he keeps doing at this rate, he's gonna surpass you in like a year.
Oh, I told him. He's like, I want 1 million. I'm like, you're gonna pass me, Eric. And we've talked about it before. How
by the way, we're talking about Eric Decker, Arack, AIRRACK on YouTube.
I wish I could say where his next video is leading to, but I don't know if it's going to come out by this time because he takes a while because his videos are massive.
Yeah, he puts a lot of time and effort into
house.
Yeah.
But his next video is crazy, and
so you guys is more quality. So the one thing I always think about YouTube is like there's a time for quality. I guess when it comes to gaming, quality content or quantity content or whatever. So I think YouTube is moving away from quantity, which is why I'm slowing down now.
It used to be daily vlogs, and when it was daily vlogs, you're probably at your top because they were pushing it. Now they're pushing less, which I've been the same throughout. I didn't go through the daily vlogs. I didn't do that, and I still benefited through it. Not like I didn't blow up, but I got through it. It's
like they're getting rid of what you call how much minute you post now. Right now they are favoring 10-minute or less.
Because the algorithm is changing to have 8-minute or less, or 8-minute videos. I think that could be a factor. Because
so if you're going over 10 minutes, it's not ideal.
No, it's
for your videos,
it's not gonna be a hit, but also it's gonna be there, but they're not gonna promote
for new fresh
as
content. Because that's why Logan Paul is doing great because 4 minutes. And funnily enough, did I send you a screenshot? I got hit up by Maverick Clothing. No, you didn't tell me that. Yeah, I got hit up. They want to do something. I don't think it's a paid thing or anything, but they hit me up and they're like, I was like, that's cool because I watch his stuff. They got like 2 million followers on that.
That is pretty cool.
And I'll admit the stuff that they're putting out looks like quality stuff, which is like his whole thing is like quality garments, which to me it looks like it's a little more than just what he was doing before. And he talked about in his podcast today, merch height season YouTube 2018. Off of merchandise alone, he said this number. He made $34 million in 1 year off of merchandise alone.
Oh my god!
In 2018,
2018, oh, $34 million in 1 year.
Good God!
That's the record.
Well, we'll wait to see you there.
Yeah.
I haven't even told my I haven't told my viewership, but I'm working on an actual clothing line, not merch.
FLEXCAST exclusive.
FLEXCAST exclusive. I'm working with a brand that has made
that's a flex, by the way.
Clothes that I wear personally because it's good quality and fitting stuff. That's the biggest thing to me, and I'm working on that now. So hopefully,
you can do your own line. It's called the Harrison Neville line, or just
it's just gonna be Neville, whatever designs and stuff. I'm just gonna start putting it out.
When is this?
I'm getting together with now. I'm working with their designers.
You can't disclose the brand name, right?
No, I'm not. I don't think I don't want to.
You're probably not allowed to yet.
Probably not. But it'll be something fun, and It's not going to be a huge thing. I'm not going to produce 5,000 T-shirts, 5,000
Yeah,
pants.
but we talked about that though as the natural progression.
It'll be exclusive at first.
That's where you'd go.
I'm going to drop 100 shirts.
I can't wait to be able to go to the other day. I went to Wish. I was trying to pick up those pants, and they were like 700, 800. I don't remember. 800, something like that. And I was like, damn, I can't wait to see Harrison's name on that. And then I'm paying
I don't know
the
if I want to do that.
700.
I know I could. I've got the connections to do that because I know a lot of people in Atlanta in the stores, but I don't know if I want to do that.
I was like, man, it's crazy. I wasn't thinking about the pants, but I was looking at the number. I was like, damn, I can't wait because I know you
is.
Yeah. $700.
And I couldn't charge
plain
that.
black pants.
I can't. I don't buy $700 pants. I get them for free and I wear them. But like I couldn't charge it because I know my viewership and how they would be like, really, $700 pants, man. You're supposed to teach, like you were teaching us how to get cheap alternatives. Why would?
How to dress like Bieber for under $150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see that Bieber video for Popstar?
Oh yes, I did.
I actually enjoyed it.
I've been a fan of Bieber.
Wait, they were joking around, right? Because I was like, wait, I'm lost. I was expecting Drake.
He lip synced the whole, because Drake and Khaled aren't in the video at all.
Yeah,
and Bieber and Scooter Braun are in it, which is pretty fun. And then King Bash is in it too.
King Bash, yeah. I'm happy how far King Bash.
Mm-hmm.
He's
like,
got
movies. I mean, when I say like looking
him.
up to somebody, it's like not really look up to him, but it's like watching somebody else success.
Where it can go.
Yeah.
From
and that's the way
really?
I used to look at the what is this guy name? Because when I started GTA, I was like, you know what? I need somewhere that's gonna like long term, and I look at damn, I forgot this guy name. He's always wearing green for some reason. He's a kid too, but it was like once they reached 10 million,
that would be red.
Yeah, once they reached 10, 15 million, I was like, okay, so GTA can actually take you there. And that's when and then I could move on to something else. But
do you want to move on to something else?
Soon. But Rockstar's been supporting me so much to the
that's
point
pretty
it's
good,
like
though. That's cool.
Yeah,
because you're a
GTA
staple
6,
though.
What's gonna happen?
But you're not just. But see,
it's gonna be big.
I think it makes sense for GTA though because you're not a trend. Right, you've been consistent for years, and so they can like bank on you, right?
Yeah,
versus someone who might come in and out of.
Nah, it's like they always keep me
start
updated.
playing GTA.
But see, that's a different thing. That's a different kind of bet because pretty much any bet on Mr. Beast is going to work.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. He's signing 10,000 shirts a day now at this pace
with both
that's
hands.
Crazy.
Left
he probably
and right.
sold. I'd have to guess 250,000 shirts. I don't know. Maybe
it's got to be something like that.
But if you know one thing, I mean, I just figured out that Mr. Beast is doing like not just giving to these people, but he's creating so many organizations where he's giving back. I saw a truck loaded with stuff just giving out. It's pretty
cool.
He's taking it a different route.
Yeah,
he's committed his life
good.
to it. He said.
Yeah, which makes sense. I think it's
Honorable.
very admirable. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And he can in addition. He can obviously make a great living, but also it gets other people to want to contribute more or sponsors to contribute more because of the reasoning, because the intent of what he's doing. I think it's smart.
No, if I had a chance to do that, I would take his route, and he is doing it. He's the man for it. That's it.
He said the first 6 months he already had spent 10 million on videos.
Mm-hmm.
Putting in.
Yeah.
Solid.
But the rate he's going, he already passed that. Past all that, the money that he's getting back from all these things that's coming his way.
Yeah,
so
it's got to be massive. Speaking of gaming, I had a very interesting call recently. By the way, the pharma thing, to update you guys, I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago. It wasn't going to be a great fit, so I'm glad that it didn't work out. But I just got I had a good conversation and then kind of a chat about a potential role with Team Liquid. So if you guys are into esports,
it's cool.
I may be. You know what? We've got to have another conversation with the other CEO. But I'm very excited about it because I want to be in esports, and that might be a thing. Maybe next FLEXCAST next week, we might be talking about that. So
is it an acquaintance that cooks at your house that has connected that, or somebody else?
No, not at all. No, it wasn't Chef Greg. No,
because he's in the esports world, so that's why I figured maybe it was.
No, it's actually it was a business school friend of mine. So and you know, he a friend of a friend, and I said I would be interested in esports and gaming. I want to get back. It's one of my first loves, right? As a former world champion of Halo, that
Do
of
something
course
you
you guys
love, or you never have to work again. That's
yeah.
it.
but you know, I left the stuff that I've been doing for many years, and you know, I did what I wanted to do with it. It got me here. See, there's Jan. He's got one there.
I yawned.
He's trying to hide. He was like, but yeah, after leaving that and now being able to have the luxury, of course, to kind of do what I want to do and the YouTube stuff and hang out with you guys all the time, which I obviously want to keep doing.
We don't
and
even
enjoy.
have a schedule.
But then gaming, you know, I didn't know it was going to happen this way, but it might turn out that doing the
Did I get
stuff,
you back to it? I remember first year that I got to know Haas. It was like, yo, Haas, you should be filming this. This is like.
It kind of makes me wish I'd been doing YouTube for a long time now.
Because first time I seen Haas, it was like this guy show up with some shorts and a Maserati. I'm like, who does this guy think he is?
Parking
Because
in
he
a
was like,
handicap.
he was walking like.
So I have a handicap
like-
placard, first of all.
I was like, Matt, who's this? He was like, oh, it's this guy.
Would you make fun of me in my shorts? I just
It
wear
was
whatever.
funny because I never met you before, but it was like the way you was walking. Like,
How do
you
I
done
walk?
met-
How do I walk?
You were.
Chest up,
Yeah.
confident as hell.
That's true.
It was
all right,
funny.
that's fair.
And the day that we
That's
met,
me.
we met,
Yeah,
we
that's
met
right.
up with DDE. He was there too. Like, I'm like, wait, I don't know this
Wait,
guy.
was I just like?
Yeah.
Hey.
No, but it was funny. And then after, you know, I got to know you now. This is where we at now. But it was funny to me.
And
It was like, wait, you could get all cars. I don't know why I was saying that about you. You could get all cars. You got a Maserati? Wait,
Yeah,
what the heck?
Because it was what I mean, basically when I
Wanted
was
at that
yo-
time.
yeah. So in 2008 when I bought my first exotic, it was a Maserati Gran Turismo, and it basically.
Exotic.
You're right. It's not an R8, so technically it wasn't exotic. You're absolutely right.
I've gotten that since I've had my car.
Yeah.
Not an exotic.
Yeah,
I know.
because it's
with
not,
GTRs, I always fall.
Also
for
not
them.
an exotic.
The
Also not an
Huracan's
exotic.
probably not an exotic anyway, but
Oh no, it is.
It is.
It
It
is.
is. It is.
just because
It
it's
is.
as a Lamborghini.
There's a lot of reasons, but it definitely is.
I mean,
I
the
don't-
doors doesn't
The
go
R8
up,
is
but
not, but the
See, that
The
does what
Huracan.
doesn't make sense to me because it's like the same fucking car. It's a little, but obviously it's not because I'm buying one when I had an R8. But
welcome to the exotic. Well, potentially welcome to the exotic world.
officially welcome.
Harry's never had an exotic.
I have.
You haven't either, right? Well, when you guys get there, right?
so let me go buy a fucking 2000. I said MP4 12C exotic.
Would be an exotic, correct?
A 570 is that an exotic?
I mean, if you want to go spend $90K or $80K on a MP4-12C, you would own an exotic.
Somebody tagged me on.
You could also spend $30K on a Lotus, which is technically an
Yeah.
exotic too.
Somebody tagged me on that Facebook page because there was a rebuilt title 650S orange for 110 grand. They're like, you should buy this. I'm
'Cause
like,
it's orange.
I'm not buying a rebuilt title car. Like
It was cheap. You sent me that, and I was like, you know, it's an R title.
109.
Right? Yeah, it's terrible.
yeah, they try to hide it by putting R title.
rebuilt, salvaged, etc.
Damn.
But no, like this is my third Maserati, and it's a one of one. It's the rarest, fastest, coolest one of all of them, right? But when I bought my first one, I was like, man, that wasn't even out yet, right? And I was like, man, I would love to get an MC Stradale at some point. And then I bought a brand new Maserati a few years later, and I was like, oh, I love this, is great. And I bought other cars. I had a Bentley GTC Speed and others.
Waste of money.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
I'm done.
But I just really enjoyed it, and it was also like something that I'd wanted for a long time. So when I became able to buy that super rare, super cool car version of that car, and it's my third one, I was like, I'm just going to do it because it's what I truly love, and that is why, because I don't do it to flex. Right,
I know.
but and none of us do. Which is
As
why
you
it's called
pull
the
up in the
FLEXCAST, by the way.
Aventador to the fucking drive-through, wham! Sorry, I can't hear my awesomeness.
Oh yeah. So
I was just having fun with it, but yes, I mean, but the
Oh,
point is
God.
that I do it because I enjoy it, and I always wanted to enjoy that Maserati. So when I could, I was like, I'm fucking buying it because it's like checking off the box for me of like something that I always wanted. Right? What's something you've always wanted that you can have now?
Thousand horsepower
damn, I crossed
GTR.
off the list. Like it's it's still the R34. So
Okay.
I still
So
I
when
still
you get
can't get
that,
it
I'd be
yet.
like, Steve, you can afford other cars. Why would you buy that
I
shitty ass
know,
old
I know,
car?
I know.
Same thing.
Did you see Adam LZ has that in the
Yeah.
Mistachrome paint color? Pretty crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
do like Mr.
there's a
Chrome,
lot of
it
people
looks
that's
pretty cool.
getting in the state now. I wanted to wait until it's legal, but it's like if you could get a
It's
dealership
a lot of
license.
hoops. Hey, have Peter do it for you.
No, but Florida Florida, easy. Oh yeah, Peter. Oh yeah,
Petri.
yeah.
He's referring to Peter McMaster, who was a guest on our 4th FLEXCAST?
Yeah.
3rd?
Couple. Yeah.
Like a random guest. He just showed up. Like, all right, we'll put him on the
Trolling.
pod. Yeah.
Good old Peter.
Peter's gonna be starting a YouTube channel soon. He's seen me do this, and he's like, "Fuck, I gotta be doing YouTube."
It's a. Steve probably knows it. It just is a thing. People around you just like want to. Like Sophie was even like, "Oh, I'm gonna start." Like she was like, "I'm never starting YouTube," and then she doesn't seriously, but she jokingly says it. She doesn't really want to. She started vlogging for fun, and she just like, it's just not my real. I don't really like it that much.
Didn't she and Emma want to do a podcast? Sorry, I just.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's not coming my way.
We got other comments. The other one's like, "It's Harry in a cloud of smoke," and he always likes the smell. But I mean, it's a little tough now because it's just all the smoke's going right to him.
The Java. I don't know if they did. Maybe everybody in the times right now wants to start a podcast, and that's why these are on back or those are on back order.
It's so hard to get. I had to pay crazy amounts to get these.
I'm not. I saw one for like $700. I'm not paying.
Remember when we went to? Oh, we haven't put that video out yet. It's in my backlog.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of content, guys. But when Steve and I went to buy all the stuff to make the FLEXCAST possible, he was like, "Oh, that's a good mic," and then they didn't have any left. And I said, "Well, can I buy the used one?" And because they rent them out, they rent those out.
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, I don't know." They went and got the manager, and he was like, "Sure, we'll sell them for retail price." I was like, "I'll take them."
Yeah.
And the people behind me were like, "I want those," and I was like, "Nope, I got them. I'll take all of them." They only had 2. I was like, "I'll buy them all." They only
I
had
still
2.
can't find it.
Yeah, you still can't.
Yeah.
But they're solid. I mean, it's good stuff. But yeah, everybody's doing a FLEXCAST, right? I mean, everybody's doing a podcast right now.
Everybody's starting a business right now.
That's true, which is good.
Yeah.
Because I'm mentoring, and we had a huge mentorship class right now with Atlantic Village, ATV, and over 400 people, signed up for it. And we don't normally get that many. But my group was like 12 people. It's huge. It's massive. Now, granted, it's also a free course, and you guys should look up to if you want to start a business. It's a great way to kind of go through a 12-week course and learn how to do it. And you get assigned to a mentor who kind of helps you through the 12 weeks. We meet every week. But sign up for the next one. But it's a great time. It's yes, there's a lot of shit happening in the world.
Of course.
But it is actually a very exciting time to be alive, right? To be going through this, period of change. And anytime there's a period of rapid change, there's opportunity.
You have to make the most out of it because that's what, it's easy to sit back and get caught up in everything that's going on.
Look at our boy Matt Kim, right? That is entrepreneurship right there, right?
Yep.
When you pivot and adapt, and how quickly, and he and I started doing stuff initially, and now he's ran with it, right?
Yep.
But he had a lighting business, and he had no inventory because coronavirus. He couldn't even get the stuff from China and so forth.
No, I mean we have to thank Matt. I mean, I wouldn't be here right now if it
That's
wasn't
true.
for
The
Matt.
three of us.
all of us,
The
yeah.
three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Hoss and I just started hanging out.
Yeah,
like
I met him at a
boyfriend, girlfriend.
barbecue. I met him at a barbecue
Really?
because
Really?
my
A bar-
friends Evans.
Oh, I remember that.
my friends
he made
Evans
a
was
video,
like,
I think he made a video.
Yeah, he made a video that day, and
And
then
that's
his
very
car went into
outgoing.
limp mode that day. So I had to drive with him on the highway doing 35, 40 miles the whole time.
And that's what I love about Matt. I mean, not only do I love Matt himself, but also he's a good connector of people,
Yes,
right?
he is.
And
Yes, he
he's
is.
very open to all sorts. You guys, I don't know, but he's open to all sorts. He's like, hey, whatever, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, he just invited me. I was like, hey, you want to come out? And so then everybody's hanging out, and then I see Hoss, and I'm like, this guy kind of looks like Sal from Impractical Jokers walking up here.
If you had said that, I'd be like,
thought
fuck
that.
this guy. If he told me that, I'd be like, fuck this guy.
I literally thought that when I saw you. But I got to meet some of the guys and some of the people that are not even coming out now because everything's changed.
Yeah.
But went and got some pizza, and I was just the odd man out. But I just stopped by because it was in the
And
area.
that was the beginning of our love story.
It was. And then Hoss, every day I live down the road, he's like, hey, you want to come over? Hey, let's come over. And then I start coming over every fucking day. And Sophie's like, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going to Hoss. And then she starts babysitting, and then so she's over here every day.
now it's honestly it's weird if I don't talk to you in a day. I feel like something's missing, and this motherfucker, like I call him all the time, and half the time he's sleeping. So I usually get something.
My night shift.
Yeah, I get a Steve interaction. I know if I don't get him like before 3 p.m., I'll get him at 1 a.m. or 10 p.m. whatever. But this guy goes to bed at like 10 p.m.
Yep.
So I mean,
I'm
there's
up.
a
I'm just
finite
starting.
amount of time.
I'm on a good. I'm happy with my sleep schedule. I go to bed at 10, wake up at 6.
It's been so random for me. Like it would be like every other night I'm doing night shift, and then someday, like last night I did night shift because I know I'm gonna be here with you guys. But the night before, it was like I was knocked out by like 8, 9 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
You know that I can't do that because even I tried. We were going to Florida. I'm like, guys, I can like I stay up to like 2.
He went to
but
bed
the next
so
day,
early.
I wake up at the same time. And
6:30 in the morning.
It's because when
no, you woke up when me. So you were gonna. It's like, guys, I can't. I want to. I can't. Like we went out, right? We went out.
Yeah.
And
I think I had to go back and like film or something. Like
no. We that
When
night we went out. We went to
the last night.
the bar that you were angry about us dragging you to.
No, when we went on the trip.
that's the last night. The last night.
Yeah. And then oh, you mean the next day?
The next day I need to film. So I was like, I need to be like awake to.
That's true. But we went out, and Harry's like, I don't want to. I mean, and we went, come on.
Sick?
So
Wow.
we went.
Place is fucking.
And Steve and I are like, fuck it, who gives a shit? Like,
It was a dive bar.
we're gonna bring the party. We are the party. Like, we don't need anything but this.
Wait, did I get sick on the first night though? Because remember when you guys say I was just talking to you guys and then I was really sleeping?
But we didn't know, and then you weren't feeling great. But
I think it was like
then when I got
day?
back, then I felt it when I got back.
Yeah, no,
that night.
That was scary.
But before that, we were like, let's go out, and he was like, I don't know. It's like we're like, Harrison,
We going.
It's 9 p.m. and he was like, fine. So we went out, and Harrison the whole time was like, this sucks. This place is garbage.
We did a double out
and you
that
weren't
night.
wrong.
Yeah.
You weren't wrong.
Yeah, it was because it's destiny. If we are going to
that's what I was
the
getting
St.
to.
Regis, we're going to getting a nice drink somewhere, and it's a nice vibe.
Harrison's all fancy.
But when we go to a fucking dive bar where there's people making out and next to us,
That's
sitting
a
next to us
good-
making out, it's like, bro, I don't want to see these random ass people make out next to me.
We didn't have a problem. We were like, fuck it, like they're having a good time. Let's have a good time too. But
That's crazy.
I wasn't drunk enough to be able to.
fair. But you only had one drink too.
Yeah, I know, because I was gonna DD us. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna drink.
So we went back that night. So actually, you stayed out. I'll give you credit. He did stay out a while.
Yeah.
And
Like midnight,
that
1
bar
o'clock.
starts like winding down. It was like midnight, I think. And it was late for him. He was yawning. He was like, I'm gonna go to bed. So we went back, and then Steve and I were like, fuck, we're ready to keep going. And like Harrison's like, nah. So Harrison goes to bed. Steve and I go out right that like the next 10 minutes. We're like, all right, fuck it, let's put some shoes on, let's go. We drove back 25 minutes to the same exact area, and we stayed up till
Because I threatened to get an
7
Uber. I was like, I'm getting an Uber. If we don't leave soon, I'm getting an Uber because I'm not staying
all
here.
right, we'll take you back.
I was like, that's how serious I am. I'm calling an
that's
Uber.
true.
I
It was
pulled up the
funny.
Uber
It was
app. I was
funny,
like,
though.
All right,
guys,
cancel your Uber. We'll take you back. And then Steve and I, we got breakfast at what was that restaurant we went to?
I don't remember, but it was good. It was.
Yeah,
I don't know
there was
because-
someone had a recommendation. So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
First, like breakfast burritos and shit. So we went there, and it was like the sun was coming up. So by the time we got back, it was full up, and Harrison was already like he was in his room,
getting my coffee.
doing his little puttering around in the
Dude,
morning.
you trying to get man?
And I could hear him, and you heard us, right?
You texted me. I woke up and I saw you text. We're about to be back, and I was like, if I get up and then I start talking to them, they're not gonna go to bed. So I'm like, I'm gonna let them go to sleep.
So we got about an hour and a half of sleep. Hour.
Because
And
I
then
would
we
have woken
start
up and be like,
driving.
let's have a drink, and I would have been like, dude, it's 6 a.m. I'm good.
Yeah, I would have been like, hell yes. See, and that's the thing. As an extrovert, interacting with all these people and stuff, I could have just kept rolling for 2 to 3 days straight. And it's it's not healthy.
Vegas, that's one thing, but where we were, that wasn't worth it.
All right, guys.
I know.
So let's put it down here. Let's make it a thing.
We can't. I'm not
We
going.
can. It's
I'm
just
not going to
probably
play
not-
blackjack
it's
at a
probably
table
not-
with a plastic screen between
Oh,
me
yeah,
and the
I saw
dealer.
that.
But we have antibodies right now, so it's the best time for us to do it. I got antibodies for another month and a half, 2
Ain't
months.
nobody trying to
probably.
catch Corona again.
No, I'm not.
You don't want to do it?
Come
on,
that
let's do it.
experience is not the same when you can't. No.
It's
What are you trying to like touch the dealers and shit?
No, but it's a whole interaction. It's a feel. That's when I'll get out my
You need
cash.
to breathe their air to feel like you're having fun.
You have to be able to see them and hear them. You can't hear
You
them.
can see and hear them.
No, you can't see their like making the dealer laugh and just trolling. Not even trolling, but like getting a good vibe with the dealer is the whole thing.
So I didn't realize like the dealer was such a big deal. Like,
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
such
it
a
is. It is. That's
No,
why
I mean,
I pick table.
for him to go to Vegas, like I'll go to Vegas for a lot of reasons. Yes, if I'm gambling and
But
blackjack,
it's
like, I
just
get
one
it, but
thing for the whole trip is not going to be the same if it was normal.
Of course, I'd be the same. You can be with us. It won't ever be the same.
No, but a normal time before this COVID shit.
Mosquitoes right now.
No, it's just the flies. They're coming.
This
at us.
flies, but I got mosquitoes. Like,
Do you? They're not hitting me, so I'm fine with them
I
getting you
don't
right
get
now.
it.
Yeah, I haven't get hit at all.
yeah.
And we spray for these damn mosquitoes, and they still show up every time it rains. By the way, if you guys didn't know, mosquitoes can lay their eggs and hatch larvae within like 3 hours. It's unbelievable. So if you just have a rain, there's a little bit of water, standing water around, like they will reproduce. It's insane. But we spray regularly to kill these damn mosquitoes. But
It happens.
The struggle is real, guys. Like, it's tough. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm being facetious. It's not that hard, but I can see. Thank you, Harry. Harry's trying to remind us that
your future's too bright with your sunglasses on, so I didn't know.
I'm not even gonna address that. You know what?
Future's too bright.
I gotta wear my Ray-Ban. What's that lyric?
Got my Ray-Bans on.
Yeah, something like that. There's a song. Trust me. Anyway, since Harrison doesn't want to talk anymore, and Steve is getting eaten by mosquitoes, it's probably a good time for us to close it out. But thank you guys for joining us for FLEXCAST number 11. As always, for Harry, the motherfucking Neville, the aggressive outro this time, and Steve, the motherfucking gamer.
Steve, the sweet gamer.
Not even.
Steve, the happy
I
gamer.
wish.
And me, Hasselhoff. Come check us out on YouTube. We'll see you next time. Thank you guys. Bye.
Peace.